今アメリカで起きている政府閉鎖、これはただ役所の窓口が止まっているだけではありません。飛行機を離着陸させる管制官、空港で荷物や金属探知をする検査の職員、この人たちも国の予算で働く連邦職員、つまり日本でいう国家公務員のような立場です。ところが政府の予算が一部止まると、この人たちの給料も一時的に止まってしまいます。それでも飛行機は止められません。安全に関わる仕事は休めない決まりがあるため、みんな無給のまま出勤しています。その結果、人が足りなくなり、空港では遅れや混乱が広がっています。
Crisis ongoing. Secretary Duffy said he will now start to cancel and ground flights next week to maintain safety. Should people fly next week given this new information? And is the administration encouraging people to stop flying altogether and look at alternative transportation modes?
The administration is encouraging Democrats to reopen the federal government so this chaos and disruption to our air traffic control system in the United States of America stops. It is ridiculous that we have even gotten to this place and that the Democrats have continued to shut down the government with 35 days, our air traffic controllers continuing to work unpaid, every single major airline in our country coming out and begging the Democrats to please reopen the government. And you had a Democrat staffer who was quoted, I believe in Politico a few weeks back, saying, short of planes falling out of the sky, we are not going to reopen the government. That is a reckless and dangerous statement from someone who didn't want to put their name on that statement, but we know it came from the Democrat Party. And I think we're very clear. We want to reopen the government so we can resume travel in the safest and most efficient way possible, especially as we head into the busiest travel season of the month. We have Thanksgiving in a few weeks. And so Americans across the country need to make it very clear to their Democrat representatives that we want this government to be reopened so we can resume safe and efficient travel.
Reporting live from Bush Intercontinental Airport. If you're traveling today, November 4th, you guys are good. All the workers are back today. Security is empty. We came like 5 hours early, but you're good if you're traveling today, November 4th. The TSA worker did let us know that over 250 workers had called out over the weekend, but as of today and yesterday, everything was back to normal, though it can happen again. And we got here, 5 hours before our flight? So our flight was supposed to board at 6. We got here at 1 o'clock, obviously anticipating the wait times, but that didn't happen, thank God. And thank you to the Delta agent that was at Backdrop. He literally put us on a 3 o'clock flight so that we didn't have to wait for our 6 o'clock flight. Honestly, God bless him, because we would have been waiting 5 hours.
So back to the top 10 airports that are having the biggest issues right now. And that could be TSA or it can be ATC related. Number 1 is Newark. Number 2 is LaGuardia. And number 3 is JFK. Then we have our Texas airports, Dallas and Houston. I don't know if you saw the video, but 3-hour wait for TSA yesterday. Chicago, Orlando, and Denver are also having issues. And in California, we have San Francisco and LAX. If you are flying out one of those airports, you need to give yourself ample time to get through TSA, okay? The stress these people are under, going every day, not receiving paychecks. Yes, they will eventually be paid, but who can go 35 days without a check?
Imagine guiding hundreds of planes through the sky and not getting paid for it. That's what's happening to America's air traffic controllers. Because of the government shutdown, they just missed their first paycheck. Transportation Secretary Duffy said it's raising some real concerns that could actually push people away from the profession entirely.
I'm very concerned about what this does for our pipeline. You pick a career where you may not be paid partial payment, 1 paycheck, the next paycheck you're not paid, and maybe a third. That'll make you rethink, do I want to go into this profession?
And that's the problem. The FAA is already 3,000 controllers short. Many of the ones who are still working are already pulling mandatory overtime and working 6 days a week just to keep the airspace safe. Sure, controllers should get back pay once the government reopens, but no one knows when that'll be. And it's not just them. TSA officers also just missed the paycheck. At O'Hare, union leaders and volunteers even handed out food, while others say they're working 2nd and 3rd jobs just to make ends meet. So while planes keep flying, the people who keep them safe are running on fumes. And the question isn't just how long can they do this, it's who's going to want to join their ranks when it's over.
I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that have come up. Number 1, controllers do not start and do not end shutdowns. Number 2, all government employees should be paid, not just air traffic controllers. We all deserve to earn a paycheck and not work for an IOU. And number 3, aviation safety is not political. So, it doesn't matter who I voted for in the last election. If I'm working, I should be earning a paycheck, and I should not have to work for an IOU. End of story.
I want to hear some fucked up news. Baby, 10% of the airspace is about to be shut down. I just got a tooth pulled. Yes, Secretary Sean Duffy just announced this shit. This Friday, about 40 airports will be affected. I hope y'all ain't booked shit. And no, we do not know what 40 airports will be affected by this. So that means booking flights, TSA, air traffic controllers, all that shit is about to be affected. I'm gonna tell you this. If they really wanted to reopen the fucking government, they would meet Democrats at the table and figure out this Medicaid shit and our healthcare premiums. But they don't want to do that. They want the American people to suffer even more. This is not the time for airspace and airports to be shut down in any way, form, or fashion. It is the holiday season. The biggest season for travel besides summer. Y'all need to go ahead and get y'all Greyhound bus tickets and y'all Amtrak train tickets, or rent you a goddamn car, because at this point, nobody's going nowhere. It's not funny. It's fucked up for real, though.
For people traveling to and from Dallas Love Field and DFW International Airport, I wanted to pop in here and give you an update. It is Monday, November 3rd, around 5 p.m., and right now the FAA has issued ground delays at both airports due to staffing issues. Because of the government shutdown, these federal workers aren't being paid. That includes TSA employees and air traffic controllers. At Love Field, they have 300 federal employees right now. And it's deceiving because at the TSA security checkpoint, things are flowing smoothly, and they have been all day. It's once you get inside and getting ready to take off on your flight, that's when people are noticing that there are a lot of delays happening. Basically, every incoming and outgoing flight at Love Field is delayed right now. This ground delay is expected to last until 10 o'clock tonight, average delays of about 74 minutes at this time, but I did speak to several people who have been delayed 2, 3, 4 hours as well. Don't be surprised if this continues to happen as the government shutdown reaches the longest in history.
では、この流れを整理してみましょう。政府閉鎖が起きると、連邦政府の多くの部署が予算を受け取れず、仕事を続けるためのお金が止まります。ですが命や安全に関わる業務は止めてはいけないと法律で決まっています。そのため、管制官や空港職員は出勤を続ける義務があります。現在、約1万3000人の管制官が無給で勤務しています。しかし、給料が出ない状態が続くと、生活費や家族の支出が心配になり、疲れやストレスも大きくなります。欠勤や遅刻が増え、職場の人手がさらに足りなくなります。結果として、飛行機の遅れや欠航が増えているのです。今回の政府閉鎖では、ダフィー運輸長官が全米の主要空港40カ所で航空便を最大 10% 削減する方針を発表しました。つまり、政治の停滞が空の交通にも直接影響しているということです。政府閉鎖の原因は、民主党と共和党の予算をめぐる対立です。そして、解除の見通しは未だ立っていません。政府が止まると、国の職員の給料が止まり、空港や国民の生活にも影響が出ます。あなたはこのニュースを聞いてどう思いましたか？コメントでぜひ感想を教えてください。最後までご覧いただき、ありがとうございました。